This month, as we honor our farmers, let's take a moment to cultivate a planting habit that will benefit not only our own health, but also the security of our food supply. And guess what? Even our young people are on board with the mission.
Ideas that we have dashing wine, flour and punch. We had to use drum to full water when rain a fall, or carry water pan pa we head. Hey, me settings turn up, hydroponics a water pump I do it now. Boy, me face it, but it's the youth them time to shape it.
Hello and welcome to another exciting edition of Jamaica Magazine. I am your host, Audrey Williams, and today we'll continue our conversation on employment options. We're also saluting our farmers by looking at ways they have helped to make Jamaica the place of choice to live, work, raise families, and do business. So stay with us. We'll be back after the news.
Good day, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your JIS News for Friday, April 19, 2024. Government is building a nursery at the South Camp Adult Correctional Center to provide an environment in which mothers who've been locked up have a better chance of rehabilitation. State Minister of National Security Juliet Cuthbert Flynn broke ground for the facility on Wednesday. She says the nursery will serve as a haven for incarcerated mothers to bond with their infants and mentally and physically care for them. Existing government policy allows incarcerated mothers to bond with their infants for the initial 6 months. The Security State Minister asserts that with this construction, the Department of Correctional Services aims to disrupt the perpetuation of trauma and establish a foundation for positive development and rehabilitation for mothers within the penal system. The nursery is being constructed at a cost of $13.5 million and is expected to be completed by June of this year. Up to 3 mothers and their infants will be accommodated in the 3-room structure, which will be outfitted to meet the maternal demand at the South Camp Adult Correctional Center. The female-only facility currently accommodates 110 inmates. Minister of Justice Delroy Chuck has welcomed assistance from the United States Agency for International Development, USAID, to strengthen government and civil society efforts in support of victims of interpersonal and collective violence. USAID is providing $9.9 million to bolster interventions in hotspot communities under the Supporting Victims of Violence (SVOV) activity. The initiative is being undertaken through partnership with Winrock International. The Justice Minister says it's hoped that this timely focus of the SVOV activity will significantly reduce cases of violence across Jamaica. The program will target Jamaicans aged 10 to 29 years over a period of 3 years, ending in July 2027. Among the communities targeted for intervention are Grange Hill and Little London in Westmoreland, Flankers, St. James, Palmer's Cross and Yorktown in Clarendon, Brayton, St. Catherine and Kencott, Lawrence Tavern, Tower Hill and Rennock Lodge in Kingston and St. Andrew. Recently appointed Commissioner of Police Dr. Kevin Blake is asserting that the Jamaica Constabulary Force, JCF, will be placing more focus on removing illegal weapons from the nation's streets and communities.
An analysis of the implement used in major crimes reveals that guns remain the predominant tools in murders, featuring in 84% of the cases this year. Of note is the fact that arrests and charges for major crimes have seen a 9% increase. This increase in arrests and charges is a clear indicator of our commitment to holding perpetrators accountable and delivering justice for victims.
The Commissioner was speaking at the JCF's recent virtual quarterly press briefing. There, it was reported that the country was seeing a reduction in several major crimes so far this year when compared to 2023.
Notably, murders have decreased by 13%. Shootings are down by 4%. Rape cases have declined by 38%. In terms of property crimes, Robbery remained unchanged with 171 cases, while break-ins saw a decrease of 17%.
In addition, there has been a 7% increase in weapon seizures, with pistols being the most commonly seized firearm. Ammunition seizures also rose by 41%. The police commissioner insists that citizens should not be afraid to report suspicious activities to help keep these numbers on the downward trend. Persons may call Crime Stop at 311, Police Emergency 119, the National Intelligence Bureau tip line 811, or any police officer they trust. In other news, Industry Minister Senator Auburn Hill has welcomed Indian multinational company Dr. Reddy's Laboratories, saying its presence in Jamaica marks another dimension of cooperation between both countries. Minister Hill was speaking at the pharmaceutical giant's recent launch in the insurance company of the West Indies, ICWI, corporate offices in New Kingston.
Jamaica is a really outstanding, attractive investment destination, and we're very happy that Dr. Reddy's pharmaceuticals are here in Jamaica.
Dr. Reddy's Laboratories combines research and development, end-to-end manufacturing processes, and innovative digital technology to deliver quality medicines to its patients in 66 countries. Areas of focus include gastroenterology, cardiovascular, diabetology, oncology, pain management, and dermatology. The Ministry of Education and Youth will be installing smart boards in teacher training institutions to introduce the practical use of technology in the teaching-learning dynamic. Portfolio Minister Favour Williams made the disclosure during a recent media launch of the Create Her Girls in ICT Hackathon 2024 at the Immaculate Conception High School in Kingston. She says the smart boards will enable new teachers to be fully conversant with technology and comfortable in the classroom.
We don't want our teachers to feel afraid or for there to be a gap between them and the students that they're teaching, because we know they're going to meet students who are already steeped in technology, students that are way, way out there.
The Create Her Girls in ICT Hackathon 2024 is being hosted by eLearning Jamaica in partnership with Steam House. The virtual hackathon, which includes ICT-related challenges and activities, will conclude on International Girls in ICT Day, April 25. And finally, the Ministry of Sport, through the Sports Development Foundation, is contributing $10 million towards the hosting of the Racers Grand Prix. The announcement was made and the check handed over during the event launch held this week at the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel.
So as Minister, I will continue to endorse the Racers Grand Prix as it plays an important role in the bolstering of the government's mandate, the National Sport Policy, which outlines our commitment to the development and promotion of sports at all levels. In fact, we're now we're doing a revision of our sports policy to expand its reach as we grow and we expand the sports landscape.
The Racers Grand Prix is set to take place on June 1 at the National Stadium.
As a staple on the Jamaica track and field event calendar, Racers Grand Prix is a testament to the benefits of competition on sport development. It aids in the honing of skills and techniques associated with each event.
And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.
Say no to mediocrity and yes to living a purposeful life. With that yes, your professional choices may coincide with your life's objectives. But you'll hear more on this in our He Says, She Says conversation. Please take a look.
Career Days in Schools is an engaging and a dynamic experience that allows students to interact with professionals in the line of work they wish to pursue. As students, say for example, students go enter high school, they start from 12, 13, start identifying likes, what the child loves, and educate the child how to, start deciding, explaining, introducing certain aspect of skills, career, just like how they will have career day as in nurse, teachers, and so on, life insurance, money, finance, all of that from a tender age.
Welcome to the start of another He Says, She Says series, where we express our perspectives on topics such as relationships, workplace habits, careers, and other issues, more frequently discussed in silos, but we are now bringing to the forefront. Joining us today is Reverend Winston Peku, Chairman and Chaplain of the Frankfield Primary School Board. He's a successful entrepreneur and the resident pastor for the Frankfield and Grantham Circuit of Churches of the Church of God in Jamaica. We're also joined by Avina Henry, Region 6 President for the Jamaica Association of Guidance Counselors in Education. And our third guest is business owner Adermi Mitchell. Welcome to the show. They will be giving some perspective on everyday life situations we all want to talk about. And I'm your host, Andre Palmer. Today, we're discussing all things careers. Let's get right into it. I want to ask a question. At what age should we start to think about the career path to take? I want to start with you, Avina.
All right. For me, based on my assessment or observation, I wouldn't say there is a specific age. From the child was born, you would realize that there are things that they nurture. You will see a child who loves to draw, or you're fixing your car, the child loves to come and take that tool. You're cleaning the house, the child is there probably fixing curtains or something. If you pay close attention to your child at home, you will realize that that career or that skill is already there. So it's for us to nurture that child. And in choosing career, we have to remember that persons go through stages, different stages where they establish their career, and sometimes they think this is what they want and they change again. So there is no specific age for you to say, okay, this is what I want. What we are supposed to do as guidance counselors, as parents and guardians, is to nurture that which a child has that will lead them to their career path.
Okay, all right, Rev, I want to ask you the question now in terms of, is knowing what career field that you want to go into similar to knowing your life's purpose?
Well, I'll say yes and I'll say no, because your purpose, your career field should fall along with your purpose, because your purpose should not be separate from your career, because your purpose is your entire life. But the thing is that sometimes we don't find our purpose very early, so it's not a one-size-fits-all. So there will be adjustment and, dropping off and things, but your purpose should include your career. And never forget that. Your career should be a part of your purpose, because if you have a career that is separate from your purpose, then your life will be fragmented.
Okay, all right. Adermi, I want to ask you this question. Is having a career more important, or having a life skill or a skill is more important?
To be honest, both are important, but if I was supposed to choose, right, I would say having a skill, because having a skill actually allows you to actually, it can even take into the career path that you actually want to grow into, but having a skill really and truly is allows you to multitask. So you can choose whether or not with your skill, whether you want to go work for somebody or work for yourself.
But what about entrepreneurship?
There are children who actually start while they're in primary school. You will find persons have their little small business. Miss, you know, I sell these books. Miss, do you know that I sell pencils? It is a sign of entrepreneurship. They come and they make their little cards, stuff, and they sell them. It's entrepreneurship. So you will find that even in primary school, you find that habit start coming forth. The practice of entrepreneurship, where they start doing their little hustling, as we would call it, as Jamaicans, right? So it is there. It's just for us to identify it and to help them to realize this is what is happening.
So, Aderby, you're a business owner. What age did you start to think about wanting to enter entrepreneurship?
It's around when I was 21, to be honest. Okay. That's the age I started to really put more of my focus on in trying to get my own things together.
To help our people, what can we do to jumpstart our career or entrepreneurial pursuits?
Well, you just have to look around, watch the market, look at the market, because you can't just say you want to go sell something or look at the market, look what the market needs, and then you seek to supply that in a very honest way, and then you see where you can improve, because it makes no sense that you have 6 shops on the road and you want to open another shop. That would be foolhardy. You see what you can supply those shops in order to. So is that you have to be looking, you have to be observing, you have to be listening and feeling the pulse so that you will know what to do in order to go forward.
And I would add to that, knowledge of what is out there. There are many opportunities out there persons don't really know about. So in order for them to probably use that opportunity to start a small business, they have to know where to go and how to go about it. I would encourage our young people to read a lot, because when you read, you learn a lot. And don't be afraid. Get rid of fear and go for that which you think you need, as long as it's something that is going to add to the society.
That's a good note to end on. Observe the market and also be fearless. Well, this is the end of our He Says, She Says conversation. Stay tuned for more. Our guests were Reverend Winston Peku, Avina Henry, and Aderby Mitchell. Thank you for watching. I'm Andre Palmer. Take care.
Any leadership that teaches you to depend upon another race is a leadership that will enslave.
The Joint Select Committee of Parliament reviewing the Domestic Violence Act wants to hear from you. Review the Act and share your opinions with the committee. You can find a copy of the Act on the Parliament's website at www.japarliament.gov.jm under the heading Publications. Once you have reviewed the Act, submit your written opinions by Tuesday, April 30, 2024 to Clerk to the Houses, Gordon House, 81 Duke Street, Kingston, or clerk@japarliament.gov.jm. Let your voice be heard.
Every year, schools across Jamaica set aside time for what is known as Career Day, during which students learn about potential careers to help them make future decisions. Today, you'll get a sneak peek into what that's like.
Annually, educational institutions across Jamaica reserve time to focus on assisting students in exploring their career options, realize their potential, and develop ambitious yet realistic goals. Sligoville All-Age and Infant School is no exception.
Finding your career path entails assessing yourself and then making a list of careers you believe matches your passions and skills. Today, we will explore how our Jamaican students are pursuing their own career goals.
My name is Joshua Sims. I will be looking for some bad people today. I am an inspector.
Hi, my name is Kayla Cameron.
Hi, my name is Kaylee Cameron.
We will be checking children's heartbeat today because we are doctors.
While some students may already know what they want to be when they grow up, others may need some guidance. Here are some of the things the youngsters were taught to consider when choosing a career. Explore your passions and skills. Assess your personality type. Figure out your career options. Know your desired compensation, and learn the required qualifications for the job. And here at Sligoville All Age, students get to explore specific career possibilities such as farming.
So this morning we are going to be weeding, we are going to be molding the escallion, all right? And we're going to do another thing. Oh, you're here. The importance of having career day at our institution is to give the students, more opportunity to grasp what they really want to become when they grow up. Farming, I would say it's number one. One, we cannot do without food. Food, like my parents, grandparents would say, is the staff of life.
My career goal is that I want to be a farmer. I want to do farming in the poultry area because it teaches me a lot about different types of chickens.
Agriculture provides a wide range of career opportunities, including agricultural engineer, farm manager, crop consultant, agricultural equipment operators, and livestock farmers, similar to what Sari is pursuing. To pursue a career in livestock farming, Sari and other students learned that they needed to identify their niche market, learn about livestock, research the market, write a business plan, register with the Rural Agricultural Development Authority RADA, then get started. Their focus should be to pay attention in class so they can eventually enroll in one of the island's agricultural institutions, such as the College of Agriculture, Science and Education, CASE. Career Day at Sligoville All Age is noticeably an engaging and impactful day for both students and teachers. The 2024 Career Day events took place under the canopy of a singular theme: expanding our horizon, respecting the journey through career development.
And the journey continues. Meet us at our next stop.
Are you an entrepreneur producing an excellent Jamaican product or service? Did you know you can earn hard currency and more significant returns by exporting? Contact the Ministry of Industry, Investment and Commerce to help propel your business along the export lane.
Everything you can produce, the Jamaicans overseas want it. We're not going to get rich by just bringing down the debt. We're going to get rich by exporting a lot more. So grow exports, create job opportunities, drive economic growth through exports to make Jamaica a richer and much more prosperous country.
Farming includes fishing, which involves commercially breeding fish for food. But how exactly is this carried out? Our next feature will provide all the details.
Fishing, the simple act of casting a line with a bait in the hopes of catching a nibble from a fish, has been an essential aspect of human civilization since hunter-gatherer times, and is one of the few food production activities that have survived from prehistory to modern day. Today, it has evolved to become yet another source of income for many, including our own fisherfolk. But how is fisheries regulated? enter Jamaica's National Fisheries Authority (NFA), an agency under the umbrella of the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries. The NFA is entrusted with overseeing, regulating, and preserving the fisheries industry while working to improve the fishermen's fishing experiences and incomes. A critical focus area of the NFA has been aquaculture. This is the breeding, growing, and harvesting of fish, shellfish, and aquatic plants, or the act of farming in water. This means tilapia and oyster farmers are at the heart of Jamaica's aquaculture practice. In addition to regulating the sector and providing support, the NFA has also taken on the task of educating and encouraging Jamaicans about the benefits of tilapia farming as another approach to boosting local fish production and reducing stress on reef fish.
The reef fish, that is fish caught in the reefs in and around the Jamaica's shoreline, that population is decreasing. And our fishermen will tell you that when they go out, they have to go further and further out to get a decent crop of fish to sustain themselves. Tilapia has been grown in Jamaica since the 1940s. Its fortunes have ebbed and waned with time. And so here we are now trying to promote it, to push it, to get people to not only eat it, but to get people to also produce it.
As a result, the National Fisheries Authority has begun to employ different creative approaches to increase tilapia production and consumption. The upcoming cooking competition is one of those approaches which aims to highlight the different ways tilapia can be enjoyed. While the NFA continues working to expand aquaculture, effort is also being made to revitalize reef fishing. An initiative to train fishermen for pelagic or deep-sea fishing is part of that drive. A technique in which a fish aggregation device, FAD, is strategically placed to attract pelagic fish, allowing fishermen to fish beyond reefs, is also being explored as a more cost-effective method. The creation of fish sanctuaries has also been essential to the sustainability of our reef fish. Fish sanctuaries are no-fishing zones developed to conserve the bay's breeding grounds and fish habitats while progressively increasing the fish population in the neighboring regions.
We are seeking to develop production of shrimp, production of oysters, production of sea moss, or Irish moss as we call it here in Jamaica. And so there is a huge development towards the aquaculture industry because, as I said, the sea product is declining. Aquaculture is the saving grace, if you will, of Jamaica's fisheries endeavors because it has so much potential for growth and development.
And not only will aquaculture contribute to the improvement of fish habitats and the rebuilding of stocks of threatened or endangered species, it will also assist to feed the nation today and for the foreseeable future.
Apply to the Heart NSTA Trust. Learn a new skill and expand your horizons. Your government has made it completely free to you.
We've reached the end of our program. Get a recap of everything you saw here and more on our website, jis.gov.jm. I'm Audrey Williams. Bye for now.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.